Hey, how y'all doing out there? Back at you again with another video. Today I'd like to do my review for the Pixel 3a XL. Now I didn't do an unboxing, but I did do a first impression probably a little over a week ago. And I tell you, I love this device. Now I never really thought I would love the Pixel devices because, I used to, I really like the Nexus series and I just hated the name change and the first Pixel I really didn't like at all because that thing was just had humongous bezels that served absolutely no purpose whatsoever. And they kind of messed that one up. But since then, I got to admit, now I got the 2 XL2 and I love that device. But I love this one even more. Like, I love this device. Now, of course, it's missing some things that, I like on my devices. But overall, I'm telling you, this phone is heavy in my rotation. No doubt about it. All right. So I'm not going to try to make this too long. I'm not going to get super detailed or anything like that. This phone came out in May of last year in 2019. So I'm basically just want to tell you all the things that I like about the device and all the things that I don't like about the device. And you can make, do your decision whether you think it's worth picking up or not. Okay. All right. The first thing I like about this phone is the build quality. The build quality on this phone is very, very good. Now, it's not Gorilla Glass. It's plastic, but it doesn't feel like plastic. It really doesn't, honestly. And it's very comfortable to hold in the hand. Okay? So I love the build quality. Next thing, always on display. Now, this always on display is not Samsung level at all. But I like the fact that it's still there. See, you get the time, you get the date, you get the day, you get the battery percentage. You got a little temperature there for the temperature outside, and you got your little notifications underneath. Now you can't see what those notifications are, and this is really small, and this is all you get. You can't interact with it. You can't make any changes to it or anything. So Google definitely needs to step up with making the always on display a lot better. And at the bottom, you also have, that's where you have your battery percentage. Okay. So I do like the fact that it even has the always on display. So I like that. Now this to me, I'm going to say this really quick. This phone here is what the Google 3 XL should have been, like minus that big bathtub notch. I don't mind a little bezel at the top like that. I don't have a problem with that. But that huge bathtub notch that was on the 3XL, there was no way I was going to touch that phone. No way. No way. So this is what the 3XL should have been, but with all the bells and whistles like wireless charging, IP68 and dust resistant, things like that that are missing from this one, better build quality, stuff like that. But I don't have an issue with the build quality. Build quality is awesome. All right, next thing, the display. Now, this is not even a Quad HD display, okay? But it's 1080p. But this thing is beautiful. I mean, this display is awesome. I mean, I love it. Now, I did turn the brightness way down so I wouldn't blind you guys. But I'm telling you, I'm so in love with this display. Now, I know it looks bright on camera, but it's really, really low. Like, I like it 100% bright. But I'm trying to tell you, the thing I love most about this device is the display. The display is absolutely beautiful. It looks better than even the 2XL. It's just sharp. It's vivid. It's awesome. I'm telling you. I'm in love with this display. I never get tired of turning this phone on and looking at the screen, just staring at it, okay? So this display is probably, the display on this phone is my favorite thing about this whole device. That display is absolutely gorgeous, and you'll love it too, all right? Oh, sorry about that, y'all, but that display is unbelievable. Excuse me. Next thing. The dual stereo speakers. Now, I just like dual speakers are like a must these days for me because pretty much every phone that I get, I really want dual speakers. Now this has it. It has it The speaker's at the bottom, and it has speaker in the earpiece. Now, I got a problem with that only because if you could give me the speaker in the earpiece, why couldn't you put it down here? Now, why have this big bezel down here? Look how big this bezel is. This bezel down at the bottom is bigger than the bezel at the top. It's not even. This is actually thicker. What purpose does this serve to even have this bezel here if there's no speaker? This should have came all the way down to have a really thin bezel. Like, if there's no speaker here, what was the purpose of having this big giant bezel? So that's the only thing about the display I don't like. Like, what, I don't know what the purpose was of that bezel with no front firing speaker there. So, but the speakers are loud, great stereo sound. They sound excellent. Okay, so if you love if you love dual stereo speakers, you're gonna love the speakers on this device. They're A1. Excuse me, y'all. I got a cold. Next thing, the battery life. Now, this phone has a 3,700 milliamp battery. Medium to heavy usage, I'm getting 2 days. And that's extremely impressive for a phone that's not even 4,000 milliamps. I have a 4,300 milliamp battery in the Note 10 Plus, and I'm not getting no 2 days. It's not gonna happen. Even though they never advertised it was a 2-day phone. They never had. They said it's a full day. You definitely get through a full day easily with the Note 10 Plus. But it definitely ain't no 2 days. Just keeping it real, y'all. 2 days, medium to heavy usage on this device. If I was going super heavy, I'm getting probably a day and a half. I mean, the battery life on this phone is extremely impressive. Next thing, the price. Now, I got this for $269. I'm sure you can probably find it for even cheaper on eBay. And I got this phone refurbished, but it's in mint condition. No scratches, no nothing. Like, I'm telling you, and the battery is a beast. So you may not get it brand new. Or if you do get it brand new, you might pay a little bit more. Maybe $300, maybe. But still, this is a Pixel phone. This is pure stock Android. So for all you pure stock Android purists out there, this phone is a beast. I love it, okay? All right, so I like the price. Next thing, the fingerprint sensor. Now, it's on the rear, but the fingerprint sensor, I love it. Like, I mean, it's 100%, and it comes on immediately, as you can see. I mean, I just tap it, and it's up. Just a little tap, and it's on. So, the fingerprint sensor, I love it on this device, okay? Absolutely love it. Very 100% accurate. No issues whatsoever with the fingerprint sensor, and it's fast. All right, next thing, the software. The software is nice, smooth, and it's snappy. Okay? Let me see. Oh, let me open up some stuff. Let me open up YouTube. Okay. Open up that. As you can see, everything comes on really fast. Nice and smooth animations. Okay. Everything nice and fast. Okay, I'm not saying the fastest, but definitely it ain't slow, and it's nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm loving the software on here. This is pure stock Android straight from Google itself. So you're not going to have any issues with the software. Next, long-term software updates. Now, this phone has Android 10, but it should be getting Android 11 and Android 12. If I'm wrong about that, somebody can correct me. But I'm pretty sure you're going to get Android 11 and Android 12. So this phone is good for another 2 years. So you don't have to worry about having to rush out to buy, the Google Pixel 4 XL. Not unless you want those things that's missing. Like the ultra wide on the camera, no face unlock, no wireless charging, stuff like that. Now, I know none of the Pixel phones come with expandable memory, which I think they should, especially when they're only offering you 64 gigs, but it don't. So the main things that are missing, no wireless charging, no IP68 water dust resistance, no face unlock, and no ultra wide on the camera. Okay, that's it. All right, y'all. Next thing, the cameras. Now, y'all, for y'all that already know about Pixel and the camera, you already know that the photo quality on the Pixel phones are awesome. I'm telling you. I mean, just point and shoot, just perfection. I mean, I love the camera on this phone. Okay, let me show you some pictures that I took. Went to a mall. I took quite a few pictures. I shot a video there of my family the other day. Let me try to get past that. Okay, that's a picture of my niece there. Okay, that did me gave myself a selfie. Okay, these are the pictures I took at the mall. I mean, the camera on this phone, I absolutely love it. Look at that. Look at the detail. Look at the detail on that. Camera's awesome. I love this camera. Now this is the video. Now look how smooth this video is. I mean, look how smooth it is. Like, no stuttering, absolutely smooth. You know, no blur, nothing. Just nice and smooth. I'm walking regular. I'm not trying to walk steady. Okay? So I'm just trying to tell y'all. The video, the photos, just excellent. Excellent. Just point and shoot. Excellent. Loving it. If you like to take photos, you're going to love this phone. No question about it. Look at that. Look at that photo quality. Now keep in mind, this is only one camera. One camera that shoots that takes photos like that. So I'm just trying to tell y'all, you're gonna love the photo quality and the video quality of this device. Both are excellent. I give both A+, no question about it. The cameras on this phone are a beast. Next thing, you got your call screening. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do that. But anyway, what happens is somebody calls your phone. You have the call screening on. Google Assistant will answer the call for you. Find out who it is. If it's somebody you want to talk to, it'll put it through. If not, then they'll just be talking to that as opposed to bugging you, especially with spam and things like that. You know, people always calling your phone that you don't want to talk to or deal with. Call screening will deal with that for you. That is an awesome feature, and I hope Google will share that software with other companies so everybody can get that. Like, that's awesome. I like that call screening. So the call screening, I love it. Okay, next thing, voice transcribe, meaning basically, say, you know, you take somebody's speaking or something, you know, or you're in college and, you know, somebody's giving a lecture and you need to, you know, take down what they're saying, and you know, everybody's not that great at writing down what everybody's saying, or they might have a hard time understanding what they're saying. But you put the voice transcribe on, and it's going to pick up everything they say word for word, and it's super, super accurate. So the voice transcribe is also a feature on this phone I absolutely love. Okay, so that's a win too. Next thing, the squeezeology with the Google Assistant. So you just take the phone and just squeeze it. Give me last night's NBA scores.
Yesterday, the Pistons lost to the Kings 106-100. The Raptors lost to the Nuggets 133-118. The Lakers beat the Pelicans 122-114. For other games, try asking about a particular team.
I love Google Assistant. I'm telling you. And that squeeze, you just squeeze the phone. I love it. What's the current temperature outside?
In Collingdale, it's currently 60.
I mean, look how. Yo, I'm just trying to tell y'all. I hope I'm not too hyped, but I'm loving this device. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Okay, the last phone I was this hype about was the Note 10 Plus, but I'm loving this phone. All right. Next thing, this phone has a headphone jack right there. Headphone jack. Now, you mean to tell me you could put a headphone jack on your lower tier device, Google, but you couldn't put it on the $900 device? That is unacceptable. That's like slapping us in the face. Like, I'm just getting sick and tired of that. Samsung's doing the same thing. They put a headphone jack on the Note 10 Lite, but not the Note 10 Plus. Like, are you kidding me? A $400 device, you can give them a headphone jack, but a $1,100 device, you can't give me a headphone jack? Unacceptable. There's no excuse for that. So that's just, I'm not, you know what? I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to start going to full rant mode, and I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want this video to take too long. But I like the fact that it has a headphone jack. Now, the audio quality on this device is not the greatest. It's not horrible, but it's not the greatest. But it's nice to know I have the option. Just take my headphones, plug it in, and be done with it. All right? So I like that. So basically, those are all the things that I like about this device. And I mentioned the price. The price I got this for is $269, but you can definitely find it for cheaper. Definitely find it for cheaper. So I love the build quality, the always on display, the display itself, the speakers, the battery, the fingerprint sensor, the software, the long-term software updates, the camera, the video camera, the call screen, the voice transcribe, the Google Assistant Squeezeology, and the headphone jack. These are all the things I love about this device. Now, let me quickly get into all the things that I don't like. First thing, I don't like the position of the buttons. And I believe I made mention of this when I did my first impressions. You had the volume rockers here, and you got the power button up here. I don't like that. The power button should be down here, and the volume button should be above it. Because every time you go to try to turn the phone off, you got to stretch your hand all the way up here, unless you have large hands or long fingers. You got to I have to stretch my hand all the way up here to turn the phone off. Now, luckily for me, I'm not using the Pixel launcher. I'm using Nova launcher, so I don't have to, reach up there to do that. All I got to do is tap the screen twice, and it'll go out. That's the flexibility and the customization of Nova launcher. So I like that I have the option, but the button placement, I don't like it. Okay, don't like it at all. All right. Next thing. No wireless charging. Now, did I expect this phone to have wireless charging? No. But when I can get my hands on a $200 device or a $180 device and it gives me wireless charging, there's no excuse why this can't have wireless charging. I reviewed at least 3 $200 devices last year that all had wireless charging. So there's no excuse for a phone that cost $500 when it came out that you can't give me wireless charging. I'm not feeling that. No expandable memory. Now, Pixel phones have never had expandable memory, but there's still no excuse. There's no reason why a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 device can't have expandable memory. I just did a review on a device last week or the week before, the Moto G7 Power. 512 gigs of expandable memory. That phone was $180. And you mean to tell me a phone that cost $500 or $600 when it was released can't give me expandable memory and only give me 64 gigs of internal memory? That's ridiculous. No excuse for that. I hate that. Okay? I absolutely hate that. I don't like that. Next thing, no headphones. I don't know what it is with Google that can't drop you a pair of headphones in the box. Them, OnePlus, and what was the other? An LG. I don't know what it is about those three companies that can't give you a pair of headphones. I don't get it. It's like Samsung is the only one that can give you headphones, along with a couple of companies that y'all not all that familiar with. Okay, I don't get it. All right, next thing. No case in the box. You can't give me one clear case? Are you serious? And there's phones out here that $150 can give you a case? Unbelievable. No wide angle lens on the camera, which I didn't expect. But that's okay. I mean, everybody don't have to have wide angle lens. And you do get a nice wide shot with the camera on this. So it's not like, it's kind of like it's, well, I think it's like 2x zoom or whatever. But, or whatever. You can get a wide shot on here, but you're not going to get ultra wide. That's what I'm trying to say. You get wide, but you're not going to get ultra wide. So that's not the biggest deal, but I just wish you had it. All right, next thing. Both speakers are not on the front of the device. You have the speaker up in the earpiece, but no speaker down here at the bottom. They put it at the bottom of the phone. Now, I don't know why they couldn't have just put it on this bottom bezel. Like, that's why I'm so mad about this, because there's no need to have a bezel this big with no speaker being there. I could forgive them if it was a speaker there, but the fact that there is no speaker, there was no need to have a bezel that big. So I don't like the fact that they don't have dual front-firing speakers on this device. Next thing, and I already mentioned this, the bottom bezel is way too big. No speaker there, there's no reason for that bezel to be that big. Next thing, the charging speeds on the battery. It's kind of slow, like really. I'm serious, 18 watt or 19 watt, whatever it is, it's slow. It takes well over an hour and a half to fully charge this phone. So I don't like the charging speeds on this device at all. Next thing, 64 gigs of internal storage. I already talked about that. Not enough. Okay, it's just not. And the last thing, no face unlock, which is unfortunate because it has a front facing camera. So if it has a selfie camera, why not have face unlock in it? So basically, that's it, y'all. I mean, and I'm going to be honest with you, just straight up, I love this device. Like, all the things that I don't like don't even compare to all the things that I do like. This is heavy in my rotation. I love this device. Like I said, that display and the battery life and the speed and the smoothness of the software, it's a total win for me. So if you're looking for a great pure stock Android phone, now the OnePlus 7T Pro, I'm telling you, that phone is a beast too. Y'all need not to sleep on that device. Maybe a lot of people haven't heard about OnePlus, and it's only because they really don't advertise in this country like that. They don't advertise at all. So I think that's what really is hurting their phones from selling more, because they don't do any advertising. And maybe by them not doing any advertising, that keeps the prices down, because you have to pay for advertising. But that phone is a straight up beast too. And it's pure stock Android, but way more customizable than the Pixel. And it's also faster and smoother than the Pixel phones. In my experience, now I tested the Pixel 4 XL, but it's not touching OnePlus 7T Pro for speed and smoothness. It's just not. It's just not. But for those of you that prefer Pixels, because the cameras on this OnePlus ain't even close. It's just not. OnePlus ain't horrible, ain't bad at all, but they're not Pixel level photos. Just not. The cameras on this device are absolutely amazing. Really are. So you're looking for a great mid-tier flagship type of phone, because it really is, to me, almost like a flagship, but it's just missing a few things. And it's not that many things. Most people wouldn't even care. Like, I don't need wireless charging. I don't need IP68 water resistance. I'm not going to put my phone near no water. You know, I don't need expandable memory. You know, for some people, you just don't need those things. So less than $300 for this, you absolutely love this. I'm telling you, no doubt about them. Speakers sound great. They're nice and loud. They have a nice full stereo sound. I'm telling y'all, I love this device. It's heavy in my rotation. Like, I almost hate when I have to take my SIM card out of this phone. I like this phone so much. And I never thought I'd feel that way about a Pixel device. Now, I did like the 2XL, but I like this one even better. and the display is nice and bright too. It's not like it's dim. Now I turned it down for you guys, but this display gets nice and bright. I'm happy with the brightness of it. Like some devices I said that I just did last week, it just didn't get bright enough. No, this gets bright enough. I'm cool with the brightness on this. I have no issues with this display at all. And of course, you got night mode to make everything look good too. Loving this device. You can also change it from natural. You can boost the color, or you could go, I think, vivid. You know, I'm not gonna get all the details because it's not necessary. It's pretty. It doesn't have a whole bunch of features and stuff to it. And if you're somebody that don't need a phone with a bunch of features, this is the perfect phone for you. If you're just about the display, the software experience, the cameras, and the battery, and the sound, this is your phone right here. Especially for that price. Can't beat it. All right, so that was my review of the Pixel 3a XL. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to thank all my subscribers, all you guys out there. Thank you for your support. And thanks to everyone that took the time to view this content. And I'll be getting back to you guys soon with some more videos from me. All right? All right, I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.